Brian Kenny back here now on Friday Night Fights, and 2 days after the super fight and the celebration of boxing in Las Vegas, the tragic news: Chico Corrales, former lightweight champion of the world, died in a motorcycle accident in his hometown of Las Vegas. Police say Corrales was at a very high rate of speed when he tried to pass a car and lost control of his new motorcycle. He was thrown from his bike and shortly thereafter pronounced dead at the scene. Corrales was wearing a helmet. It's not yet known if any other factors like alcohol were involved. Tests will be done. A makeshift memorial immediately springing up to honor the Sacramento native who went to Vegas to fight those big fights. Well, Chico Corrales was not perfect, and in any of the obituaries you saw this week, his time spent in prison was brought up. That's a matter of record. What is a matter of observation by all of us in boxing was just how down-to-earth and accessible Corrales was to all around him. There was no other champion who was better to fans and better to the sport than the man we lost this week.
Chico Corrales was always difficult to categorize. At nearly 5'11", he was an unlikely lightweight. And while he looked frail, he was a top-notch knockout artist. Charging through the junior lightweight division, he was 33-0, with only 5 men going the distance as he went into his showdown with Floyd Mayweather. While it may have been a disappointing night for Corrales, it provided a glimpse of his fighting character. Knocked down for the 5th time in the 10th round, it was his corner that stopped the fight, with Corrales protesting. It was after this loss when Corrales, accused of striking his pregnant wife, went to jail for 14 months. Another seeming contradiction to someone so open and normally friendly. When he came back in 2003, he won 4 straight fights before challenging Joel Casamayor. In a typical slugfest, the fight was stopped because of serious cuts. He again vehemently opposed and immediately looked for a rematch. He did get it, and in a marvelous boxing performance, took a decision from Casamayor. He would never again be in anything other than a big fight. He chased down Acelino Freitas and picked up another electrifying knockout win. But what came next would make everything before and even after pale in comparison. 2005, the top 2 lightweights in the world, Chico Corrales and Jose Luis Castillo, both in their prime. Through 9 rounds, it was already a classic, each round a savage masterpiece. In round 10, the drama that makes it quite possibly the greatest championship fight in boxing history. Corrales, after going down twice, looking as though his very life could be in danger, came back and battered Castillo enough to force a stoppage. This performance solidified his place in boxing history as one of its greatest all-time warriors. Not that it could ever be topped by anyone, but it turned out to be his last win. His death coming 2 years later, to the very day of his greatest triumph. The signature effort from a man with an incredible force of will.
You believe me that was gone? No, I wasn't. I told y'all. I told y'all.
Chico Corrales was only 29 years old. Our condolences go out to his family. He, of course, deserves to be honored in the ring. At the very least, we do that now. We go back to Oklahoma and M. Mark Biero.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Monday, the boxing world was saddened with the tragic news of the death of one of our greatest fighters. A motorcycle crash took the life of Diego Chico Corrales. He was 29 years old, and he was a 2-time world champion. He had many memorable epic bouts, but he is forever linked with his bout with Jose Luis Castillo. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of this great fighter who is involved in so many great fights, but also in honor of the type of person that he was outside of the ring, we present this memory and this tribute with a 10-bell salute.